What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to teach you guys how to draw Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. Let's get right into it. So what you'll need today to draw Phineas is you're gonna need basically just a pencil, but you can also use a pen to outline it at the end, any pen. And also you can use a colored pencil too, or a different colored graphite pencil to help you with the first sketches of the drawing, to help it make it more, not as visible, you could say. But yeah, let's get right into it. Our first attempt we're gonna go at is the sketch. And so let's start off with basic shapes for the sketch. And so Phineas, as y'all know, is like a triangle basically for his head. And so let's just draw a triangle for now, let's say. So basically, start off with a straight line. It's kind of diagonal, coming down a little bit, right about to there. Okay? And basically, from this point right here, you're gonna draw a straight line going right down. Right about to there. Almost the same length, but a little shorter. Next, what we're gonna do is you're gonna make a line that connects to here to here. Right here we have a right triangle, basically. Kind of cool geometry. I don't know if any of you guys taken geometry, but Phineas is geometric. Next, from this point to this point, make a straight line. And here's our triangle. Whoa, pretty sick. Sorry, my triangle's not coming together. It's the hard thing about making triangles, and all these shapes are super difficult for some reason. Okay, next, let's make his eyes. Basically just two circles, ovals, you could say. From this line, basically, just make a circle right in the middle, that line. Right about there. Half his eyes connected to his head and half his eyes sticking out of his head. Somewhat like that. Next, just do half of an oval. But in this case, we're just going to do a whole oval just to get that full uniform shape. Because this is not going to be seen. We're going to erase that, or just don't even darken that line at all. But just do that. And that's just going to be his eyes for now. Next, we're going to do his hair. And for his hair, for simple matters for now, for the sketch, we're just going to do a nice big oval to give it the indication that his hair's there. His wonky little hair. Okay, once we have that, let's make his ear. And so his ear is basically right about in the middle from this line on the back of his head. And that's just going to be this little oval right here. Okay, next when we have that, from this line here, we're going to make a curved line that's going to connect right to there. Okay? Just a nice curved line. This is his nice happy old smile. Okay? And then from here, we're going to connect it and do this bottom portion of his mouth and just do this. Somewhat something like that. Okay? Next, for his teeth, we'll just get his teeth in there for now. They're just rectangles. Just get that rectangle right on the top of his mouth right there. And another one that's kind of visible, but not really, but you just want to put that right there. Okay? Next, just do a nice curved line right on the back of his mouth right there to show the other side of his mouth. And then do another circle for his tongue. Okay? Basically, that's his mouth right there. Okay, now moving on to his body, because we already have his whole head done. We're going to go into his torso, and his torso basically is just an oval. Okay, from his body, you're going to take this line right here that we did. You're just going to bring it down, bring it all the way to like right about to there. Somewhat something like that. That's going to help us show how the body's going to proportion. Okay, so you're going to make his body somewhat close to the size of his head, but his head's a little bigger. Somewhat to there, that's when it's going to be his body. His shorts, all you're going to do is basically just make a line for his shirt right here. And his shorts will just be this right here. Okay, we'll worry about the shorts when we get to the initial final lines. But for now, let's just move on to the rest of it. Next, just do his arms. This line just sticks out a little bit from the back. This one comes in with a curve right here. This one is going to come up with another curve line right about there. Okay. Next, another line sticking out of the body, just right here. This one's going to come kind of matching up with this length right here, right about to there. Okay. Also, make sure to pause the video if I'm going a little too fast. But yeah, take your time with this. There's no rush to this, even though I may be going a little fast sometimes, but give me a little grace sometimes. Even though I am a slow person, I can be a little fast sometimes, if you get me. Okay, back to the drawing. Next, for his arms. Basically, for his arms, what we're going to do for now is just not really going to focus too much on them, because they're kind of a little too complex to do with the sketch. But we're just going to do a line, 2 lines right here, and we're going to do ovals, like a little, not oval, basically yeah, it is an oval, you could say. There's a line and there's a curved line right here, and then we're gonna do another circle for his fingers, and we're gonna do some lines for that in a little bit. Next, for his other hand, just do 2 skinny lines because he has skinny hands, and then yeah, his hand's kind of hidden right here, so all you can do is just do kind of an oval right there, and that should be basically it right there. Same for his legs. Just do 2, not too long. His legs aren't too long, so don't make them too long. And then do nice 2 little lines right there, and then just get in here, make 2 ovals. Basically, that's it for his feet. Just get those ovals in. This is for his shoes. But just know that whenever you do a sketch, it could change from your final drawing from what you did, because oftentimes you're very loose right here. You're just trying to get proportions right, but sometimes you want to adjust some things, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. You just move around with your final drawing as you go with it, you know. So if that happens to me, just follow what I do at the end of the video if it does go a little complex for you. But yeah, we're just going to follow the sketch as much as we can and try your best with that, all right? But finally, let's just do his stripes, because the stripes can usually be kind of, you know, kind of annoying where you place them, so you gotta just get them down where they are. So there's 2 right on his sleeve right here, and there's 1 on his, basically just 1 upper one right here. There's 3 orange stripes. 1 on the top, 1 in the middle, and there's 1 right at the bottom. Okay? That's basically it for Phineas right now for the initial sketch. So let's move on to the more darker lines. We're gonna use a pencil for this. All right. So for his head, let's start off with his eyes. Okay. So basically, we're just gonna get in here. We're just gonna follow this oval we did, and then we're just gonna bring it back right up to here. He has bigger eyes, rather. All the Phineas and Ferb characters have kind of bigger eyes that kind of stick out a little bit. Once we have that, you can do the other eye. And like I said before, this eye is just going to be halfway because his nose blocks it. So you don't want to do the other one. So you just want to like leave it right there. Okay? If that makes sense. So, for his pupils, basically, this thing we got going on right here with this line connecting this line, do it right exactly right there. Okay. Basically, the other one is basically right about here. You can't see the whole thing, but just gonna be right about to there. Okay. Next, let's do his eyebrows. His eyebrows are just 2 curves that go somewhat like this. It doesn't really matter how you do them. You can make them mad or sad by making them different positioned. Next, let's get into his nose. Just follow this straight line we did. Straight to there. It's kind of hard for me to do straight lines. Straight lines are one of the harder things to do. So the animators of Phineas Ferb must be really good at drawing straight lines. or they just have the computer that auto corrects it, you know. Next, once we have that down, there's a difference in the curve or the line here. It curves into his neck right here, and it's not exactly a straight line. And that's interesting thing about his head. So first, let's get into that by doing a curve right here. Okay. Once we have that, we're gonna make this curve stop right about to there, but keep on going a little bit until you get to there. Let's curve it into that. Nice simple little curve. Okay, I'm just gonna erase my search line right there. I was trying to see the good spot right there. Okay, next, like I said with the sketch, I adjust it sometimes. And here, the ear, you're just gonna move it to the left a little bit. And so basically, just move the ear somewhat there because you don't want the ear floating. You want it to connect to the body. So, just make this ear, just do an oval. Not too complex ears, even though ears in real life are really complex if you haven't had one already. Once you have that, you can erase this line right here because there's no line right there. But yeah, just erase that right there. Next, for inside of his ear, just do 3 little lines right there. Okay, it's coming together. Come together. Beatles. Okay, and there's also 3 little dots right here. He has little freckles right here. Just put them right there. Okay. Next, let's get to his nose. Or his whole head's kind of his nose. It's kind of hard to explain. But you get what I mean. It's like the fronter part of his face. Just make the straight line going down right there. Next, bring this curve like we did and just trace it. Trace, trace, trace. And then the other one under his jaw, just do this one. Okay. And just connect his head by just curving it into it because this line isn't straight, it's more of a curve. So just curve it right in there with this. Okay? And you can just bring this to a full close by just doing a little curve right there. Okay? Nice. Next for his teeth, just follow like we did with his teeth right here. There. Let's trace this whole thing we did. His tongue and all that. Nice, it's coming together. Okay, his hair. For his hair here, we're just gonna start off with the first strand of hair in his hair. So it's just gonna curve right out here. We're gonna stay in this aurora of a circle right here we did, or oval. And this, from this curve line we did, we're gonna draw back to, as if we're drawing to this, but we're not. We're just gonna aim to go to there, but we're stopping right there. And then you're gonna stop right there, and that's the first strand. This one is the longest strand that we're doing right here, and the next one, and this one's gonna go straight up, curving right there. Okay. Once we have that, like we did with the other one, we're just aiming to get back to the middle. It's gonna stop right about there. Next, this curve is the next strand, and this one's gonna go right there, and it's gonna stop. Coming back in the middle. This one's going to aim more towards down here. It's going to stop right there. Okay. Next, the smaller little hairs he has on the bottom here, just stop right about to there and go in the middle. Okay. Next one just goes down, stops, comes to there. Next one kind of goes right here, and we're just going to bring it right about to there. Just connect it as if this was curved, and it's gonna come right through here, and it's gonna go whoosh. If that makes sense. That curve connects to this curve. Okay? His hair is kind of complex when you give it a first try, but give it a couple tries, you should be able to get it pretty good. Oh yeah, one more thing for the eye, if you want to make it a little more character-like if you want, or more life. Just make a little highlight in his eye too. I always love doing highlights in characters. They give a little more, just life. Okay, so let's move on to the body. Alright, for the body, basically we have it all down, but there's a couple details we have to do and cover. So let's just get into that. So like, for example, we got his curve, these two curves for his collar. And it's just gonna, go right about there. Nothing too much to that. But next, we're just gonna follow this curve with the shirt we did for his sleeve. We're just gonna follow that from this curve line we did. It's gonna come right down to there, like we did. It's gonna stop, and we're gonna do this curve for his, the lower part of his sleeve, like we did too. Okay. Next, the line that we did for that line that went through here and went down to there. That's gonna be the front of his stomach or his chest, and that line's gonna start right about to here. It's not gonna start right there, it's gonna start right here, and we're just gonna bring that down all the way right to there. Okay, following this long line that goes down, kind of, you get me, hopefully. Next, bring this line for his other sleeve from that curve we did right about there. Okay, then we do the lower part of the sleeve right there, and then do the other little part of the sleeve, somewhat like that. Okay, let's get into his hands. Let's just get those done and over with. They're not too complex. Just bring these lines down like we did. Right about there. And I'm gonna adjust like I did with the ear. I'm gonna adjust a couple things. I'm gonna bring his hand up a little bit, and I'm just gonna do that basically. Just adjusting it upwards a little more. Next, just do this curve that goes right into here, stops somewhat. He doesn't have too big of hands. This will just go into his fingers by just doing a longer curve right there. Okay, once you have this longer curve, make a line that goes right about to there. Okay, the fingers are always tough. You can look at what I do at the end because it may be hard to see with my hand. But yeah, he just has 3 fingers, so it's not too complex here. Just these 3 fingers he has right here. See, I did an okay job right here, but I made his hands kind of big. But it's all good, it's all good. Okay, now for his other hand. Just do this long curve that comes right about to here. And then do the other side of his hand. And then just bring this out. You can barely see his hand, so we're not going to focus too much on it. So basically all you're going to do is just do a line right there. Do a curve, and do another line right there. And that's basically it right there. So you do curve right there too. So that's basically it for that hand, which is nice, not too much. And then for the other side, his back side of his shirt, just do this curve right here that we did. Just follow that and darken it. Right there. Okay. Okay, next, let's do the bottom of his shirt, which is a curve, which basically just goes right there. Bam. Nice. Okay. Let's get those stripes in, why not? This stripe starts right here. These stripes kind of curve, they go aligned with this curve right here because it has to match the perspective line, the perspective of the shirt, because the shirt is not just flat, it's curved, of course, because he's 3D dimensional, but he's a 2D character at the same time, so you have to show some sort of 3D, so you know what I mean. But yeah, so make them curved. This one is lower from his sleeves. This one comes in right about to here. They're all the same width, kind of, basically, so try to keep it with the same width. And then do this last little one by just doing one line because it doesn't have another one under it. So you just do one right there. Okay? Looks a little confused right now, but when we're done coloring it at the end, it will make more sense when you do orange, 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 all that. So, nice. So for shorts, start from this curve we did for the lower shirt, and you're just going to bring a straight line going down right about to there. Same thing here. Right about to there. Okay? Next, just do from this curve, we're just gonna make a curve right here. It's gonna go towards the middle, and this is gonna go up. And we're gonna do a curve right here. Okay? And next, this is just gonna come in here, like this. They're not the same width. This one's longer than this one because this one's more front, and this one's in the back. So you gotta see that in a way where it's, you notice that, you know. Next, he has this pocket. It's just basically a square, and he has something like this going on, the cargo shorts, you know. Yeah. Now for his feet, get these straight lines in. They're kind of curved, but they're more of a straight line. Get that going. His leg's gonna go right here. Okay. As for his feet, we're just gonna follow that oval we did. So it's gonna go all the way up to here. Okay, from this line, just follow this straight flat line because we want to make this like that, if that makes sense. Okay, and then for his other one, do the same thing. That oval, and bring it in. Same kind of size. You don't want two different size feet for two different size shoes. That would be weird. Yeah, and so for his shoes, just do two lines right here, and then just do another line on the bottom here. It's kind of hard to see, but do a line there for his sole. And then do a curved line right here. Curved line right there. And do a nice square or rectangle right there. Alright guys, I think we finished the drawing. I hope you guys liked it. I mean, I did. It's always fun drawing different cartoon characters, you could say. But Phineas is very unique, as you know, from how his head is. But I'm going to color it. You guys do whatever you want. You can leave it as drawing. But I'm going to color it because of how simple it is. This is the color. I'm just going to go for it. But I'll show you how it is at the end. You can just stop here, or you can just look at the end at my time lapse and see how I color it. You can color it that way. But yeah, just go for it, you know? Color it the way you want it to be. Yeah, let's get into it. Here it is colored. The lighting is a little darker, but obviously you know the colors of Phineas and Ferb. You can always search up a image of them, but you can do whatever you want to color it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let's do the last thing, which is sign it. And always with the signature, always do the date too, so you can go back and see your progress, you know. So you say like it's June, and you look back next year at June, and you see the progress you make from that drawing to another drawing you did back in the other June. You did a lot better. So it's always important to do that. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed today. I know I enjoyed it because I like Phineas and Ferb a lot. It's a great show. I encourage whoever has not watched it to watch it because it's a classic, it's funny, iconic characters as we all know. And I'm hoping to do all those characters soon. But with that being said, if there's anything else you'd like me to do on this channel, comment down below and let me know. But this was fun. I hope you had fun too. But yeah, I'll keep you posted what I'm gonna do next. I'm hoping to do something really soon. It's summer, so I have more time. So I'm hoping to do a lot of fun things this summer. Thanks for your support, guys. I appreciate you always being there to support whatever I do on this channel. I'm praying for you all, and I thank you all so much for watching today. And please subscribe and comment and like if you like what you saw today. Not forcing you to do anything, but if you like it and subscribe. But I appreciate all you do. Even watching it, that's a blessing. But have a good one. Appreciate you, and God bless. Thank you guys.